Good morning, children. Today we'll be starting with our unit number 4, lesson number 4, that is friend in need. We have already heard about the phrase friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed, right? Means when you need them the most, when the friends are there and help you, that they are indeed very good friends for you. All right. So let's continue with the chapter here. Sage Durvasa had taught Kunti a mantra. It was a sacred verse to invoke the gods. When invoked, they would appear before her and bless her with sons equal to themselves in glory. The young Kunti was at that time waiting for her Swayamvara, but she had, out of curiosity, invoked Surya, the sun god. He had blessed her with a child who would prove to be the greatest of all heroes. Okay, so this is the story of Kunti. Kunti children, she is the mother of Pandavas. Remember Pandavas and Kauravas of Mahabharata who fought in Kurukshetra war? So Pandavas' mother was Kunti. When this is the story when she was young, okay, very young, around your age, I think. No, sorry, sage Durvasa, that time a sage called Durvasa had come to visit them, and when Kunti served him, he was very pleased and gave her a mantra. Means, no, japa. Let's see the meaning here, what they have given. A holy saying, all right. So it was a secret verse to invoke the gods. Invoke means to invite them, like God will suddenly, if you recite the mantra, if you say the mantra, means God will come in front of you and give you the boon means vara, all right. So that boon would be to bless her with son. Okay, if she invokes one god, means that God will bless her with a son similar to him, all right. So what she did means, she's very young, no, she's very naughty. She thinks that, she's very curious of what this mantra could do, and suddenly she invokes god Surya, okay, the sun god. He had blessed her with a child, so then he comes and he blesses her with child, and the child would be very greatest of heroes because the sun god is very great, right? But what happens here is, the Kunti knows she is very young. Okay, she is waiting for her Swayamvara. Swayamvara means an occasion where Kunti is a princess, right? Children, she is a princess. Her father is a king. What happens is, her Swayamvara is organized. Swayamvara means where she can choose anyone to be her husband, any prince or king to be her husband. Okay, she was just waiting for her Swayamvara, and this suddenly happens. She is young. She is not married, but she suddenly has a child in her hands. So what to do? So the society won't accept that, right? Her father would be disappointed. People would judge her. So, with the baby in her arms, Kunti wondered, how will I explain the child? Who will believe me? So, people won't believe, right? If she says the God came and blessed me with a son, people won't believe. They will all say she is lying. With a heavy heart, she placed the baby in a basket and set it afloat on the river Ganga. Alright, so what happens is, she can't show it to the people, right? People will start like not believing her. So what happens is, she places the child in a basket very sadly and let it flow in the river Ganga. Alright, so the child will be picked up by Adhirata. He is a charioteer. Charioteer means like chariot, the tin gadi, bullock cart, or the horse cart. The one who drives that is called charioteer. In Kannada it's called Adhirata. Okay, Adhirata's house and became a hero called Karna. He was named Karna, that child. Okay, so fast forward to when they are already grown up. Okay, it's almost near Kurukshetra war. Okay, when the war is near, Krishna said, your sons will fight against their cousins. There will be much bloodshed. Okay, so suddenly what happens? War is declared between Pandavas and Kauravas, and Karna is with Kauravas because his friend is Duryodhana. All right, but he is the son of Kunti. Biologically speaking, he is the son of Kunti, and Kunti's sons are Pandavas. So what happens here is, first of all, the cousins are fighting there, but Karna is the eldest Pandavas. So Kunti feels very sad. See, let's read ahead. Kunti was deeply disturbed. The Pandavas would The Pandavas would fight against the Kauravas, and Karna was on Duryodhana's side. Karna would fight against his brothers, perhaps kill them or be killed himself. He was her precious firstborn son, whom she had never acknowledged, never fondled with a mother's love. Tears of despair welled up in her eyes. Kunti made up her mind to tell Karna the truth. That was the only way to persuade him to leave Duryodhana and to fight on the side of Pandavas. With Karna gone, Duryodhana would be weaker in strength and spirit. The Pandavas would be able to vanquish him with ease. This was the right time for Karna to learn the secret of his birth. Okay, so Kunti feels sad that her sons would be fighting against each other in the war, and some of them would get killed by each other. So, what she thinks is she should tell Karna the truth, like, Karna, you are my son. Please don't fight with Duryodhana, fight with your brothers so that we can vanquish the Kauravas. Alright. So, Kunti hurried to the banks of Ganga where she knew Karna would be at his morning prayers. Karna was standing in the river as Kunti had expected. He was facing the east with his eyes closed. Okay. So every morning Karna would go to the Ganga river and pray to the like Surya, the sun god, right? So Kunti knows that, so she goes there, and as expected, Karna was there. Alright, so what happens next? Let's see. Kunti waited. Karna opened his eyes. He was surprised to see Kunti. He bowed to her respectfully and greeted her. So, when Kunti was waiting for him to finish the prayer, Karna opened his eyes. He was very surprised, but he bowed to her respectfully and greeted her. Now, Kunti is suddenly emotional. Oh, Karna, my son, my son. She wept as she related the story of his birth. He was her son, she said amid tears. He was her son, a prince of noble blood of the house of Pandu. He was the child of Surya, the sun god, whom he had worshipped a moment earlier. He was her first child, the eldest of the Pandavas. Arjuna was his brother. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadeva, all were his brothers. Alright, so what she says is, Karna, you are my son, you are the eldest of the Pandavas, you are of royal blood, noble blood. See, the thing is, when he grew up in the house of Adhiratha, even though he was a great warrior, he was never acknowledged because of his low birth. Means he was seen as a lower caste, lower religion, like lower caste people. So he was never given a chance in much higher place. He was not admitted to good schools. So this is what happens, children, when since he was young, that was what his problem was. Okay, but suddenly she comes and says like, you are of royal blood and everything. It is the Pandavas you should lead, not Duryodhana's armies. Leave them. Come now, join your brothers, defend them against the Kauravas. My heart has been heavy within me all these years. Bring me peace now. So she's saying, no, you should leave the Kauravas, come to the Pandavas, help your brothers, not Duryodhana. Alright, leave them and join us. So this is, she's asking, like, my heart has been heavy because I have kept this secret for so long years. But now I can say this out loud. Please bring me peace. Karna embraced his mother greatly and wiped away her tears. He spoke to her in sad, gentle words. Indeed, I am a prince, son of Kunti, to born to Surya, but Adhiratha raised me. So he's saying, of course, I could be a prince, I could be son of Surya, I could be son of Kunti, but Adhiratha was the one who raised me. Adhiratha gave me father's care and gave me his name. Radha is my mother. She lavished love and affection on me. So he's saying, even though you gave birth to me, even though Surya God blessed me, Adhiratha was the father for me. So for long years he was the one who took care of me. He was the one who raised me. He gave me his name. Radha is my mother who took care of me, gave me love and affection. She shared my infant joys and sorrows and proudly watched me grow into manhood. She was the one who was proud of me. She was not the one who felt shameful about me, right? When Krupa challenged me to reveal my parentage at the tournament, you could have saved me, mother. If only you had revealed the truth, then perhaps things would have been different now. Okay, so he's remembering when there was a tournament between princes and other people, right? So he wanted to challenge Arjuna during that time. But what happens is people say only princes are allowed to uh, take part in the tournament. Those people who are born of low caste, low birth can't participate in the tournament, and people start uh, to disgrace him, to be disrespectful to him. All right, people start behaving rude to him because of his birth. But during that time only it was Duryodhana, okay, who befriended him, who made friend of him, and he stood by him and spoke up to him, where he said like, it does not matter who your father and mother is, but what the person is matters. All right, son, with tearful eyes, Kunti protested. Karna said, it was Duryodhana then who befriended me and stood by me. He rebuked Bhima with he flung hot words at me. To Duryodhana it did not matter that I was a mere charioteer's son. He gave me wealth, kingdom, power, armies. More than that, he gave me friendship, a lifelong friendship. Mother, would I be an honorable man if I deserted him now? Would I be worthy to be a warrior if I deserted the Kauravas to join the Pandavas? Would that be right? Would it be just? Would it become of Karna? So he's saying Duryodhana was the one who gave friendship to me. Despite I was a charioteer's son, he gave me power, he gave me kingdom, he gave me army. Out of all of that, he gave me friendship. Okay, and it won't be honorable of me if I just leave him now. If I leave Kauravas and join Pandavas, I'll become an opportunist. I won't be the Karna. All people know. Karna's smile was tinged with sadness. It was a difficult choice, but he did not hesitate to make it. He held honor, duty, and friendship above everything else. Would I not be a traitor and a cheat if I desert him? No, he said. Kunti had no answer. She was heartbroken. She bent her head in sorrow. Alright, so children, what do we learn by this? When Duryodhana, maybe he may be a bad person, he was the one who was not righteous. He challenged Pandavas, he ruined the kingdoms and all, but his friendship with Karna was one of the greatest point about him. Alright, instead, when all people were making fun of Karna for his low birth, he was the only one who supported him no matter what. He was the one who gave him all kinds of kingdom, power, army, and very long and very trustful friendship. So, what Karna did was very well. Even though he learnt at the end stage that he was the son of Kunti, he still did not hesitate to help Duryodhana in the war. Alright, so this is what the moral of the story is. You have to be a loyal friend no matter what. Alright, this is the end of today's class, children. I have sent you the link. Please write the glossary and all the questions and answers according. Click on the link, you will get the answers to that. Alright, thank you, children.